here is Joe Kennedy, the third. Robert Kennedy's grandson. He is a congressman from Massachusetts. I think in his mid-30s. And here he at least is making a moral argument against Paul Ryan's piece.
And taking it to Ryan. That's another distinguishing feature.
Indeed.
Chairman, I was struck last night by a comment that I heard made by Speaker Ryan, where he called this repeal bill, quote, an act of mercy. With all due respect to our speaker, he and I must have read different scripture. The one that I read calls on us to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to shelter the homeless, and to comfort the sick. It reminds us that we are judged not by how we treat the powerful, but by how we care for the least among us. Mercy. Defined in purely secular terms, it's compassionate treatment for those in distress. It's kindness, and it is grace. There is no mercy in a system that makes healthcare a luxury. There's no mercy in a country that turns their back on those most in need of protection, the elderly, the poor, the sick, and the suffering. There's no mercy in a cold shoulder to the mentally ill. There's no mercy in a policy that takes for granted the sweat, the tears, and the sacrifice of working Americans that they shed every day so that they might care for their family's basic needs, food, shelter, health, and hope for tomorrow. There's no mercy for the 2.6 million people who will lose their job if Obamacare is repealed. This is not an act of mercy.
Chair now recognizes the gentlelady.
There you go.
An act of malice. That's good. When is, I mean, are they going to follow his lead a bit and finally start putting Paul Ryan on the table? I mean, that was just incredible failure. The Obama reelect is another thing that they did more than any modern Democrats have done, which is put Paul Ryan in play as VP. As soon as he was announced, they said, hey, this is this guy's cruel, Ayn Rand budget. That was a major part of the reelect as well.
Yes. They were not, they did not give him the...
I said, we're going to run ads against Romney, but I think when we win re-election, we'll work with Ryan to slash the social safety net. And what's funny is that they might have even been planning on doing that, but they were still smart to work with Ryan to slash the social safety net, but they were still smart enough to attack him.
Yeah, exactly. It's a total lack of political. I mean, it's political malpractice, and in this instance, I think it's also a function of their at least with the Clinton campaign. I think it was a function of an ideological mistake. It was one born out of their ideology, which Chuck Schumer also, I think, shared.
Well, and seems to, I don't know if he's learned a lesson or not, but remember, it was Chuck Schumer's famous quote. He said, for every working class voter we lose
in Philadelphia, we'll get 2 in the suburbs.
Right. Well, that's their downfall. They're obsessed with suburban women.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's necessary.
Well, the specific demo of that argument that you would win with Republican suburban women specifically were repulsed by Trump was a miscalculation.
Hey, everybody. Sam Seder here.
Donald Trump is a bad guy. Believe me. It's true.
It is true. And you can subscribe to this channel by subscribing to this channel. It's true.